the same thing as fraud. All of this we'll be talking about in today's class. Now, for those of us who are new to the stream, let's ensure to, all right, subscribe to the channel. Let's ensure to smash like button, and as well as ensure to join our private class where we walk you through all your courses throughout the semester without leaving any course untouched. All you need to do is just head to our official website, www.tutorial.net, and send me a direct message using the WhatsApp button on the top right hand corner. So let's get straight into it. When we talk about fraud, what are we talking about? Fraud is an intentional act by one or more individuals among management, those charged with governance, all right? It could be employees or third parties involving in the use of deception to obtain an unjust or illegal advantage. Like I usually say on the stream, we don't encourage, all right, illicit behaviors. We don't encourage violence. What we do here is basically purely educational content. So now, the keywords here are fraud. When you talk about fraud now, it is very intentional. It is not a mistake, all right? It is an intentional, okay, act. An intentional act. Now, this act could be conducted by an individual or a group of individuals, which could be a member of the management staff, it could be just an employee, or it could be a third party. All right. Why do they have to do this? So let's note that in an individual or group, okay, it could be member of the management staff, okay, it could be the employees, all right, or even a third party. Okay, it could be any of them. And what is the intention? What is behind this attitude? Or what is behind this act? Let's find out soon. Okay, now what is behind this act is the obtaining of unjust or illegal advantage. To what? Obtain unjust or illegal advantage, which is wrong. Okay, so that's when we talk about fraud, that is what it's all about. Okay, so we have that as that. Now, it may be perpetrated by an individual or in collusion with people, like I said, internally or externally. It doesn't matter. In as much as they want to take advantage of the system, all right, to favor themselves, then we have that as fraud. Okay. Now, there's something called fraudulent financial reporting. Okay, there's no two ways to fraudulent financial reporting. You change figures. When figures that are expected to be what it ought to be are being changed in order to take advantage of the system. But let's see what we have in the material. It entails the what? Intentional misrepresentation. You know that this thing you are representing is wrong, but because of you want to take unjust advantage, you change the figures. It is being said that it is the misinterpretation of financial information, misrepresentation of financial information, whereby financial information that do not reflect economic reality of transactions and events that initially took place within the reporting period that is being presented. All right, and this is quite unfortunate. This may include manipulation, talking about financial, this is what we're that is under fraudulent financial reporting. So under it we have the manipulation or falsification of record. misinterpretation of transactions, and intentional misapplication. Are we together? Please let's take note of that. So we have that as that. Then we have error. Okay, we have error. As we already know what it means by fraud, so we should know what it means by error. Okay, like I asked, is error and fraud the same thing? Let's find out soon. May be defined, it may be defined as unintentional. Fraud is intentional. Error is unintentional. All right, unintentional misappropriation of misapplication. So this is unintentional misapplication of accounting policies. Accounting policies. Okay, this is not the case of fraud. Okay, now the key distinction, perhaps you might be wondering, what is the key distinction? The key distinction between fraud and error now is the effect on financial statements of fraud. Okay, the effect. So we have effect for fraud and the effect, all right, of error. So effect of fraud is intentional. All right, error is unintentional. Okay, so we have that as that. It's not going to be a long class. Not going to be a long class. So we are going to be wrapping up with things. So I just need us to take this so that in our next class we can take something else as we go straight, all right, into, okay, as we go straight into things. Okay, now let's talk about okay. Now, as we've known what it means by error and fraud, let's quickly consider certain things under both of them. Now, under error, okay, we need to take note of all this. Now, it says here, examples of fraud risk factors. So there are some factors that can be easily identified, all right, as intention towards fraud. But before we talk about that, there's something called professional skepticism. Okay, there's something called professional skepticism, all right, which is under the responsibility with regards to fraud and error. So now that we understand what it means by error and fraud, so what is the responsibility of both the management and the auditor? All right, so let's quickly take something on responsibility. Now, the responsibility of the management, it is the responsibility of the management to prepare, all right, financial statement that shows true and fair. All right, so management now prepare financial statement that shows true and fair. Now, on the other side of the, all right, on the other auditor side, now it is the responsibility of the auditor to report on whether the financial statements are fairly presented or not. Report, okay, report whether the financial statements true and fair or not. So both the auditor and the management have their responsibility. Here is where we call it wrap for today. Like I said earlier, it's going to be a pretty short one. So, like I said, to this week, we are going to finish this course. Next week, we are starting with another course entirely. So, I'm just going to highlight it here. In our next class, we'll be taking it up from what we have as need for a quality control system. So, I'm going to be talking about what it means by a quality control system. Thank you very much, everyone. Do have a wonderful evening and bye for now.